Hi Virgo, I'm Kay, and this is Lit Intuition Tarot. Today I'm doing your weekly love reading. In the description box below, you will see my tentative schedule listed, subject to change as this is a new channel. And it shows there that on top of this weekly love reading I do for y'all, I also do just a weekly general reading. The formats and spreads vary from week to week, so if this isn't really your cup of tea, please check me back another time. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if it does resonate with you, any likes, shares, subscriptions are also greatly greatly appreciated. I can't talk. Greatly appreciated. I should just had to start over, but I'm not gonna, because I'm in a good mood and I'm going with the flow. And, you know, tap on the notification bell if you do subscribe so you'll be made aware of my future uploads, of course. Also, in the description box, there are instructions for how to donate to the channel, if you're so inclined. A list of the tarot decks I use. I just ordered some more today, so that will be increasing. And there's a link to my website where you can order a personal reading with me, or a personalized avatar birth chart. So check that out. That sounds interesting. I've got a blog on there and some cool stuff, so the link is below. My mission statement is also there. I bring that up because often in these tarot readings, I don't connect telepathically with the other person on your mind to read their actual emotions and thoughts about you or the situation at hand. I just see it as being, you know, I don't like doing that without someone's knowledge or consent. So in this reading and in most of my readings for love, we're going to be looking at you, Virgo. Not that all the problems are your fault in connections you've had if you've had problems, but it does kind of help us to address what maybe we might be able to do better, or where we may have made, you know, some missteps in the past. So this is more like, you know, if you're a healthy Virgo, you're at that place where you want meaningful connections, but you've had a lot of things happen in the past where you felt like maybe you were sabotaging things, or that, you know, you kept running into the same cycles over and over with the same types of energies. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I saved Virgo, save the best for last on the earth signs. I'm kind of joking, but it's only because I have no Taurus or Capricorn placements in my chart, but I do have a Virgo Saturn. And my North Node is there as well. So the first card we have coming out for your love spread this week is the Knave of Swords, equivalent to the Page of Swords. I'm going to lay the cards all out and then go ahead and read them for you. Then we have the King of Clubs, also known as the King of Wands. First of all, backing up, the Knave of Swords would be air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the King of Clubs is fire. I see it as Sagittarius, Leo, and perhaps Aries energy. Spirit, please show me Virgo and love this week. Next card out, we have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. I see where this is going kind of so far, but we still have a few more cards to pull, or rather to let flip. So bear with me here. Thank you, Spirit. Next up we have the Six of Wands. That's Leo energy. A lot of fire here. May have some fire placements in your chart. If you're not sure, there are free calculators online to determine that, or again, below, my personal avatar birth charts are on sale, and that will show everything in a nice artistic, you know, glance, one glance. Next up we have the King of Cups. That's water energy. I see it as Pisces, Scorpio, or perhaps Cancer. Two more to get. Spirit, please show me Virgo and love this week. Oops. Oops. Okay, well, that one fell on the floor, but I will take it because first it flipped in my hand and I saw it before it fell. I have some kind of weird stipulations for these, but Spirit knows. So then we have the Six of Swords. And one more. The Ace of Cups came out last. More water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Very interesting, Virgo. So, for the Virgo who's watching, or for whom this resonates, you may be seeking clarity. Okay, so this might be a very important aspect for what you actually desire in a connection. As with most love readings, this one does primarily focus on romantic connections. However, take it as it resonates, and if that's why or not why you're here, this can also refer to business connections if they're significant in your life, or to family or friend connections as well, as I show off my new tarot card bracelet. Sorry. So back to the reading. In the past connections that you've had, there may have actually been a lack of clarity on some things. You know, you may be a very, the type of person who just kind of wants to live and let everybody have their independence, but there's a fine line between giving someone their freedom and also, you know, maybe noticing some red flags or signs of things that make you uncomfortable and not wanting to confront those for fear of, you know, upsetting the other person or losing them, or maybe even finding out a truth that we think we want to know, but maybe we're afraid to know. That type of energy with a Knave/Page of Swords, what you're really looking for in your connections moving forward, or in the one you're even in, possibly, if you're in a connection, is to have all the information that you need to feel comfortable and secure in your connection. Where your expectations or needs haven't really been met in the past, along with where you and previous partners may not have seen eye to eye. You want, you know, someone who, the King of Clubs here, or King of Wands, is very charming, attractive, charismatic. He's a leader. You know, you want the person, and with the Eight of Wands, you know, that's all about communication. Fast-moving, even passionate communication. And so this may have been what was lacking that led you to now really craving just this clarity. The person, you know, the King of Wands along with the Queen, gender is irrelevant here. They're also very straightforward. Not to say blunt, because they do have that charm there, but the King of Clubs is not a person who's going to beat around the bush or dilly-dally. He knows what he wants, he goes after it, and he has the confidence to achieve it. And he starts with that confidence, knowing that he will. So you may have struggled, you know, your expectations might not have been met in the sense of your partner or the other person in the connection making their needs, desires, wishes, etc. known to you, and then pursuing those things actively by, you know, communicating with you in a back and forth way as necessary about what those things were. So, you know, you're left wondering not only how can you find your own happiness and have your own needs and desires met in this connection, but what the hell does this other person want, okay? And what hasn't been confronted in some of these connections? With the Six of Wands, I'm picking up like a power play dynamic. So the Six of Wands is about victory and the public recognition of it by others. So perhaps this person, you know, that wasn't clearly communicating with you about their desires and passions and so forth, maybe, you know, you felt in a way like that was that person's way of having power over you, or alternately, you might not have confronted, the fact that you were in a position where, like, I just want to win with this person. Like, it almost became more of like a psychological game in the sense of, if I can figure out this person, where they're coming from, if they'll just be clear with me, then I'll know how to proceed in order to reach a victory. Now, that doesn't have to be manipulative in a well, manipulative usually sounds negative, but what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be in the negative sense of, oh yeah, I win, now I can screw this person over and discard them, like in a narcissistic sense. At least I hope not, although there's no judgment here. but a sense of victory, and that you want to proceed with this person, you want to be in public with this person, you want other people to be clear as well that you're together, that type of energy. So looking at this next card, with the King of Cups, this is kind of about what you need to release or let go of in order to be the best significant other that you can be, or best person in any type of partnership. To me, this connects a little bit to the last card. So keeping this sort of calm, cool, collected demeanor, while it's admirable, and the King of Cups is upright here, again, not implying any type of manipulative behavior, the King of Cups has deep emotions, but he doesn't wear them on his sleeve. This can be seen by by others as a control tactic, particularly, if you get into like covert narcissism and that type of thing. But again, it's not in reverse. Still, it's saying that King of Cups energy of being totally emotionally controlled at all times. While that can be admirable, there's a time and a place for passion and for, expressing things in a way that your partner can really feel, not so much just on like an intellectual level or practical level of, I love you, I care for you, I go to work every day, I pay the bills, whatever the case may be. The King of Cups, you want to let go of having this like stiff upper lip, so to speak, excuse me. Yeah, so the King of Cups isn't a bad energy, but just release the need to control. So in this case, it's not so much about the managing and balancing aspect of the King of Cups. It's about having to be in emotional control at all times. And that can be, another tactic just for a victory when that's not looking at the benefit of the entire union as a whole. It's a form of self-protection. At least that's how it's coming across to me in this reading, Virgo. Take it as it resonates. What your heart is telling you is that, with the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy, it's about moving on to a smoother type of situation. So from calm, I really can't talk in your reading, Virgo. I'm so sorry. I think I'm just excited because I have a couple things that are, okay, so it's not that I'm distracted or not focused on your reading. Say less. Shut up before you really dig a hole. No, but seriously, I'm just excited about some things that are happening today, and that's spilling over into kind of like a nervous energy. So, but I digress. What your heart is telling you is that there is a way to, or maybe I'm picking up on some nervous energy from you. Because I'm sensing here that you might have an inkling that it's best to detach from these types of scenarios that leave you feeling insecure, basically. I mean, that's the most succinct way to say it. Whether it's alone or with someone else, it's about moving on. It's about, it could be about literal moving, so changing location, changing your environment. Maybe you found yourself in a certain friend group where you keep kind of repeating these dynamics with people, wanting communication, wanting clarity, not wanting to demand it, not wanting to look like you're too needy. It's like, let's move forward from this. Whether or not I'm currently ready to be in a deep connection, that's only you know that, Virgo. But maybe it's good to contemplate those things and see if there's something that you really want to fight for or work on with all this kind of unstable foundation, or if you want to just sail away. So, not in the sense of running from your problems, but in the sense of, I realize now that I have these things that I need to work on and address before I should really focus on, bonding with another person. And so as far as what you need to heal, and I did see this, of course, when it came out, and it's been sitting here the whole time, but it makes perfect sense and ties up the reading nicely, because with the Ace of Cups, it's talking about here, what you need to heal to be the best significant other you can, your self-love. So just kind of going back to And I said something similar in Capricorn's reading, although it was different context, but it's about going back to square one, you know, a new beginning in love. But in this case, it's very much standing out to me that this is the ace, and while that can represent a new romance, it's a singular cup. It's not the Two of Cups. To me, this really speaks of, you know, Spirit saying you need to heal yourself, your self-love. It's not so much about working on behaviors or even motivations, because all those things are addressed within simply addressing your love for yourself and going from there. That's going to tie up our reading, Virgo. If you made it this far, I appreciate your time and attention. Please share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great rest of your day and happy holidays, Virgo.